coaching staff, right? Tony's on staff. You're keeping him. You said you tried to. I heard you. I watched an interview with Christian. I'm not trying to ask the same question, but you said you tried to hire him a couple times. At Cornell a couple times, or at Cornell and at Stanford.
No, it was a Stanford, but it didn't work out for any number of reasons. It's really expensive to live out here, and it's just very, very difficult. People say, "Oh, you can." I tell everybody, it's like, well, one of the reasons I'm leaving is because I can't afford to live out here. They say, "Well, you have all these programs at Stanford for housing." I'm like, no, you don't. You have to be on faculty to get those houses, and you can't buy them. And if you look at the houses, they're still $2.5–3 million. But everybody's an expert online, right? So they don't understand it just cost prohibitive to be out here. And then to have 4 kids like Tony has, now where are you going to put them? Because they have housing. Well, we live in a 1,000 square foot townhouse here, and so it's very, very small. Try to put 4 kids in this little townhouse, it would be ugly.
You go mad. The rest of your staff, you said it's, I think you have some official things to do. And I'll ask who they are. I don't know if you're going to probably tell me, but do you have them picked out? You don't have to say who they are. And what's the timeline for getting them there?
I do have them picked out. It'll look a lot like what we have at Stanford, to be brutally honest. I mean, it depends on what happens with hiring here and how many I can bring. But the timeline is not within my control. They have to go through HR for offloading, and then they have to do the whole process, and it just takes it'll probably be a month to be realistically. But it'll be a great staff. It'll be didn't have good coaches, but we'll have significantly more support when we're done.
And do you think this starts one of those coaching carousels where it really started with Zach, right? Esposito went to USA, Coleman went there, you came in, and could we see a bunch more shifting going on, you think, kind of late in the game?
Well, I'm pretty loyal to Enoch, and so he's going to be one of those candidates. And so my hope is they hire internally. But I also know they have some outstanding candidates outside of that, and I understand by just pure resume, they may go in a different direction. I know a lot of the things Enoch does that he hasn't gotten credit for. He's made me look really, really good. And I have an excellent track record of hiring great people, and he's one of them.